Why do RuneScape private servers foster the best PKers? Basically, let's say there's two types of tri-breeding in RuneScape as in old school. One of them is rep caves, and the other one is last man standing. Rep caves is you hop worlds for 3 hours to find a fight, and then fight them, outlast, or whatever the hell, or KO them, blah, blah, blah. A lot of private server breeds don't have time for that shit, so they go to the private service where you can find a fight in 5 seconds. But the thing with private server breeds is they're not bad, they're all good, they're all insanely good. So a private server breed, if they log in and breed on a private server for 5 hours straight, is probably seshing an individual insanely good for 5 hours straight, which means that their improvements are insane. The best way to improve at anything is always do something better. An example is if you go to LMS in old school and you kill 7 bots in a row, 5 games in a row, and win 5 games in a row, you're not good at PvP. It doesn't make you any better. It'll make you worse, if anything. But then when you fight good players the whole time, you'll start picking traits that they do. You'll start looking at how they beat you, what they do, and you learn that, and you start doing that to other people. Private server breeds are fighting the best of the best over and over again on like 0 millisecond of ping and shit. It's like ultra fast PvP, sorry. So I always consider the private server breeds. We don't know the names. I don't watch private servers at all, but I know they're out there and I know they are the best because they genuinely practice all day, every day, because they just enjoy it. They just enjoy it. And they're fighting the best always, so they're not plateauing. They just get better and better. I can't recommend any names in private servers. I just hear about the odd name every now and then when like a dead man tournament gets won by some guy. I'm like, who the hell is this dude? And it was like, oh, he's a private server. And I'm like, oh, fair enough. Is the max gear just free on the private servers? It's basically you just die and then you type $easts and then you fight another guy. But nowadays, in this modern era of PvP, if you go on a private server and you're garbage, you'll just be dumpster fired by everyone. It's like going into an LMS game and every opponent you fight is just good. You know, and then you have to win the game. I have a feeling if you were just PKing on the servers all day against so many good PKs, then just decide to log into the UK LMS world or whatever the hell world's for you, you would just crush everyone because everyone would suddenly just be shit. Yeah, you got to start somewhere. If you go to a private server now and get dumpstered by everyone, but you stick to it 5 hours a day for 3 months, you'd be insane after that. Not many people can just start tri-breeding in this game and just be good by default. You can nerd switching, you might have the muscle memory to one-tick a barrage or anything, but there's a lot to learn. The more you do it, the better you get. Do you think they'll come over when Xanaris is live? I'll be curious to see that. If there's Project Xanaris servers that have like the ability to just instantly teleport up to Deep Wildy with Matt's gear, maybe. But I do not know. Any better one-tickers than 1013? I'd say 1013 probably has the highest APM in the game when it comes to clicks and accuracy. If you go watch his like his shit, it's pretty insane, man. Matt K can sometimes get there. Like, if you want to know how good Matt K is at the game, go and simulate his iron ore dropping, and I guarantee you, you can't do it. It's actually impossible to do it, bro. Like, genuinely, if you ever get bored, try and drop an inventory of iron ore like mod Matt K. You just can't even do it. I feel like you could maybe somehow do it if you set your DPI to like 10,000, maybe. My friends just think it's a click and wait and hope for RNG game. Basic PVM is that. You know, a new RuneScape player, if they come up Tutorial Island or if they kill the rat, will attack the rat and wait for it to die, you know? That's just it. But once you start going into the high levels of the account, it's moving your cursor in so many different places. To the point where right now, again, I just don't think there's anything in the game that is close to as difficult as it could be. You know? The best example of difficulty would be, again, imagine you had to do an Olm acid walk, permanent acid walk on a melee hand while prep flicking 6 jabs at the same time. Think of where your cursor has to keep going. It's just things like that. They're not in the game yet, but they might be, you know. The Awaken Leviathan is you have to prayer flick a Leviathan, but it's only 2 styles of prayer while moving and attacking.